What we did with the initial launch of the Bluefit campaign, we sort of collected all the information and sort of were able to showcase from a member's end-to-end journey perspective, the one that I talked about, what the critical things that we were looking for. And we were also looking at the personalization, how much members were reacting and responding to having more personalized information being shared with them. We had the dashboards, we had the reports in place for us to share with our leadership team, and they were able to see the true value of the implementation of Redpoint that we had done. Now, quickly on the heels of the Bluefit, we had lined up a series of initiatives. The next one we approached was sort of sending the explanation of benefits, EOBs, to our members, sort of trying to time it, make it personalizable so that there is more acceptance of when that comes, and there's a more click rate and sort of members are opening those communications. We sort of then went with the care navigation, which is sort of a bigger program for us within the BCBSMA, where we are sort of looking at a health effectiveness with the optimal cost for payers. How do we steer members towards a telehealth for wellness visits or a PCP visits? That's the next thing that we went with. And while we were doing these initiatives, we were also sort of enhancing and building the capabilities that I talked about, the tiles, the dynamic tiles that we were showing to our members. We were enhancing the capabilities on that, and we started integrated that with the inbox within our portal, where we can steer the members on more relevant information that's always available. They don't have to go back and look at an SMS or an email that they had received. And an interesting use case we encountered at the time is there were still a lot of our members in other plans, specifically on the Medicare side of the world, where they were still preferring the postal paper mail for all the communication. Now, when we were setting out to have a centralized all interaction management platform, we sort of had to create a campaign within Redpoint, though it was not digitally delivered. Any paper vendor who was sort of sending it as for third-party vendors who were sending the communications on our behalf, we sort of steered all of that to go through Redpoint. So in a sense, even though the postal paper mail reached the members, we were able to see what communication has been sent to them. Now, since the time we started, all our commercial customers, Medicare, corporate communications, the FEP, the pharmacy, all those communications are all centralized and are orchestrated through Redpoint. Just to sort of say how far we have progressed from the time we started in 2022, we have about 155 active campaigns orchestrated through Redpoint today. We have sent over 4.5 million email communications, 400,000 SMS communications, 3.2 million inbox messages, and more interestingly, 1.5 million paper campaigns that I talked about in the last. They're all orchestrated and managed through Redpoint. Now, we are at a point where we want to sort of push the envelope and start using the next best action capability of the Redpoint.